going to share more about the throat chakra, more about Archangel Michael. Then we're going to activate the throat chakra together, and I also want to then share with you practically how you work with the throat chakra when you feel stifled by it. Fifth dimensional throat chakra is the color of indigo blue, and you can see that I'm wearing a lot of blue. I love working with the soda light, when working with Archangel Michael and the throat chakra. Also the deep amethyst, the cluster of amethyst, and also the sugar light or sugar light. I don't know, different people pronounce it differently. The sugar light is also beautiful crystals to work with the Archangel Michael and throat energy. So the throat chakra is this indigo blue color, and the throat chakra represents our trust center. And so for a lot of us, you know that the throat chakra is about speaking up, it is about expression, it is about communicating my truth. And that is why so many diseases and illnesses connect in the throat chakra, because of suppressed anger, suppressed emotions, that resentment and bitterness that leaves one unexpressed, is really very toxic, for not only for the heart but also for the physical body. So the throat chakra, when activated, is the energy that supports us when we are speaking our truth, when we are standing in our truth, but also trust. And I've learned so much about trust just by working through this center, because when I trust myself, then I can quite easily not easily, it's not always easy to trust yourself and then implement without fear. But when you trust yourself, when you have trust and faith in yourself, in that this is the guidance you've received, that this is the resourcefulness that you have right now, that this is the knowledge you have right now, and you then show up in that knowledge, in that self-trust, then you move forward and you're letting go of fear and doubt. Throat chakra. When you work with trust, when you find it difficult to trust others, when you have been disappointed or hurt by trust, then it often feels that you cannot speak up easily, that it almost feels like it's hard for you to speak your truth, and sometimes you find yourself that you swallow your words because you're not going to go there again, or you swallow your feelings because you don't want to be hurt again. And all of that swallowing and keeping it in is what then creates the throat chakra to then need to be activated and opened up. The energy of the throat chakra is what supports us, to work with trust, to see the gifts that trust bring, to assist us to let go and let God. And when we let go and let God, and when we trust, then it becomes easier to speak up, because we can say things like, I don't know yet, however I trust. I don't know what the situation, what the outcome is going to be, but this is where I am now. And you find that you start talking about your fears, you start talking about your vulnerabilities, you start talking about your feelings. And that is good, because that is the energy that's supportive of of this chakra, and this is all about truth. Because when you do this, when you speak up, when you let go, when you speak of trust, when you speak of your vulnerabilities, it means that you are getting more and more in truth with yourself, in truth with where you are, who you are, and whether you're still journeying, whether you're halfway there. Even if I just speak, I don't know how to say this, or it is difficult for me to express this, but I'm trusting myself in this moment that this is what's going to free me from the fear. And working with the throat chakra frees you from fear. Isn't that beautiful? So the throat chakra for me is such a powerful energy support system to heal, to help you to find peace, inner harmony, to speak forgiveness, to just speak freedom, and to speak life and prosperity and abundance, and not worry and lack and doubt and fear. So isn't this such an important creative center that we have? And you know, sometimes when you speak intention and you hold your fingers here, you can actually feel the vibration. Yes. Even if you hold, you know, at the back, you can, and you raise your spine up, stretch your spine, drop your shoulders, hold your hand here, and lean into the energy. And it almost feels as if you can let go, but yet you still feel safe. That is the energy, that's the healing energy of the throat chakra. Let go and feel safe. Feel the power of the spoken word, and feel then the freedom that truth brings. And that's all the energies of healing that we work with in the throat chakra. Archangel Michael assists us, is the corresponding archangel for the throat chakra, that can assist us to not only work with the center, but guide us into healing and receiving what we need in order to be able to step into the truth of who we are. Most of you know Archangel Michael. He is one of the most well-known archangels that we know, also known as Saint Michael, known as the protector, known as the archangel that oversees the army of angels, and that we can always call upon for protection and grounding, whether that is in spirit, while we are busy working in energy, while we perhaps maybe are busy doing readings or client sessions, and while you are traveling to work, or any moment when you feel unsafe, you can call upon Archangel Michael to protect you and your loved ones, and even your material possessions, your home, your vehicle. Yes. And I think that is where we know. We also know Archangel Michael to assist us with our own self-confidence. I lovingly refer to Archangel Michael as the project manager, because when you want to get things done, you know that I'm often reminded of that Nike sign, you know, that just do it. And so, you know, sometimes you are really kind of like either maybe procrastinating a little bit, or you've got so many things to do, you don't know where to start, or this project or event is so overwhelming. Archangel Michael can really help you to get going. Why? Because he will guide and assist you to believe in your strength, to take on the project, to have the courage, to believe that you have what it takes, and then to go all in and say, I'm just doing this. And once you've made that decision and you say, Archangel Michael, I need clarity, I need understanding, I need the bigger picture here, I just need a bit of organization here. And once you've asked that and you just start working this project, you will see how beautiful it will just come together for you. So that's wonderful. Archangel Michael is also known as the record keeper that writes and records the good deeds. And I think most of all, it is really connecting you with groundedness, with stretching your spine, holding your head up high and say, this is who I am and this is my truth. Because in that way, Archangel Michael oversees our life contracts with us and can work with our guardian angel and masters teachers on that mission which we have signed up for. Archangel Michael, as you know, his aura is the royal blue and the royal purple, those rich colors, and often known to have that royal blue sword. And I'm also reminded, you know, when we are very hurt and it's an incident that takes that's going to take some time, and sometimes along this journey of time healing all wounds, we get a little bit tired along the way. And then it also just feels that you can just have that protection of you know, almost like this warrior, soldier archetype, which is often a vision that I see. Cord cutting, when you work in sessions, when you work with clients, when you do readings, I often ask Archangel Michael to clear the room and to really remove any unwanted or lower level vibrational energy that is not of the love and light, to remove them from the space that we're working in. So to clear, to protect, to bring in the light is beautiful. While I was preparing today, I asked Archangel Michael 3 questions. If the energy of the throat center is there to support us to speak our truth and to assist us to let go and let God, to make that vibration powerful and vibrant for us in our lives, so that this energy around this area is just so alive and awakened that I just want to step into letting go and being free and standing firm. And the issue of trust. Why do I not trust? I received those questions in preparation for this evening, and I asked them, and here is what we have received. Why do I not speak my truth? And the message was, do you love yourself enough to speak your truth? Do you love yourself enough to speak your truth, to be in your truth? Why is it difficult to let go sometimes? We find it difficult to let go because if we move out of the known, if we move out of that so-called safety net, it feels like when we let go, we're jumping into the unknown. There's no safety net or security whatsoever. We almost blindfolded. And the response, when you let go, it leads you to the known. that first step, you may not have known before you took the leap. But once you have let it go and you step into the unknown, suddenly it's known. Have you ever found that? Have you ever found that if you've taken a step in blind faith, or if you've let go of a situation or a relationship or something that was holding you back, at the time you didn't think what was going to happen after that or where you're going to land up, and then before you know it, the outcome was crystal clear and it was right in front of you, and then you go, I should have done this long ago. So the message was very clear that letting go leads you to the no, not the unknown, to the known. Why do we not trust? We do not trust because of disappointment, the fear of disappointment. So the fear of hurt. So we build these walls around us to keep us strong. Yet, that wall that you think is your security blanket, it's not. Because the courage and the bravery it takes to trust, regardless of fear, that bravery and that courage becomes your strength. That becomes your security. Because if we've got nothing else to hold on to, if we've got nothing else and we're completely vulnerable and we step into trusting, all we can hold on to is the courage and the bravery that it took to take this step. And if you think of a soldier on the battlefield, he is not so much worried about whether he's going to get hurt or not. He is more concerned about being brave and being courageous and being strong on the field. And that was the guidance we've received. And isn't that amazing that, and often when you speak directly, when you ask the question directly, you'll get a very direct response. There's a lot of clarity in the truth, isn't it? Because if we then ask ourselves, okay, if I love myself enough to speak my truth, where will that lead to? It will lead to love. Honesty always leads to clarity, whether we are in agreement or not, whether we are in acceptance of the answer or not. At least there is clarity. So truth leads to clarity. Letting go leads to the known, and trusting leads to courage and becomes your strength and your security. And that is the message that Archangel Michael wanted to leave with everybody that is tuned in this evening. So please do work with the throat chakra, activate the throat chakra, lean into the energies of the throat chakra and ask Archangel Michael to be your support system. So I want you to just experience something with me. So where you are, just straighten your spine. Straighten your spine, and if you can put your feet firmly on the ground, do so, and take a long breath in, hold it, and release. And keep your spine straight up. And now become aware of the throat chakra and almost become aware of the energy of the around the throat. And even if you touch your throat, front and back, and you see this indigo blue, and it almost just forms this beautiful energy front and back around your throat, and it circles, and just activate it, and just ask Archangel Michael to activate the throat chakra, and to whatever healing you need through this energy, to just bring it to you right now. And become aware of the energy of Archangel Michael right next to you. Archangel Michael, I ask for your healing, your guidance, and your support this evening on. And name your situation. Now take a deep breath through your throat chakra. Breathe in and feel the energy in, and hold and exhale, and almost feel the energy releasing. Now strengthen your spine, and it's almost as if you can feel a supportive hand on your back, your lower back. Archangel Michael, please support me now. Strengthen your spine. Become aware of Archangel Michael just beside and behind you, and almost like the supportive hand energy on your back. And stay like this for a while and just center. And you know what's amazing? If you do this, with this energy, go take a walk. Even if you walk up and down in the room, you walk and you talk, you walk and you talk with this energy. And you just talk what you receive about the situation. Or with your morning walk or your evening walk, as you commence this walk, do this exercise, activate, ask Archangel Michael to walk with you. Almost feel that supportive energies, that strength behind you, and walk and talk and walk and talk. And it's such a beautiful way. It's like how I ask those questions, like, why not the truth? Why not letting go? Why not trusting? And you just feel the supportive energy strengthening your spine, powering up your confidence, and just receiving clarity.